So I want to officially welcome everyone to the first art exhibit of 2014 for Gallery 85. My name is Patrick Powell. I'm the director here. I was waiting for a round of applause. Okay, never mind. I'm just playing. So this exhibit is entitled The Journey, and we're very excited about this exhibit because it's been quite the journey putting it all together. It has. As you guys can see, as you've been looking around, this exhibit depicts the African-American journey in America, starting with slavery, going forward into the creation of a strong African-American culture, despite being oppressed, despite being enslaved, moving forward into the civil rights movement, moving forward into African-Americans in politics, iconic African-American sports figures, iconic African-American musicians, and so on and so forth. Now, the first thing I want to do is introduce three of our newest members to the Vernon Davis Foundation team. Miss Melissa, come on up here. Miss Sandra, who is probably the sweetest lady I've ever met in my life. This lady smiles every single day. She forces a smile out of me. Sometimes I come in and she forces a smile out of me. And last but not least, Mrs. Leah. These three young ladies have done such an amazing job for this foundation in this short period of time they've been here. They all came on in November, and I personally have been thanking the art gallery gods since they've been here. They're so passionate about what we're doing here, and it makes what we do here every day so much more special. So I want to thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
So for you who do not know, the Vernon Davis Foundation of the Arts, our mission is to promote art education and appreciation to the disadvantaged youth here in the Bay Area. Now, one of our primary sources of servicing that mission is here present right here in the gallery tonight. We've created a platform for local emerging artists to display their work and also inspire the artists of tomorrow to pursue their artistic dreams. Now, for most of you who know me, I'm not really a big talker unless you work with me and we're going over the P&L statement for the month. But what I'm going to do is hand the mic off to Melissa and let her tell you guys some more about the process of this exhibit and how we got here to this amazing, powerful display of art here today. Thank you.
Thank you.
As Patrick said, the three of us joined the team here at Vernon Davis Foundation for the Arts in November. This is the first show that we've had the pleasure of curating together. It has been an incredibly gratifying experience. February is Black History Month, so we thought it would be a perfect time to focus the theme on honoring and celebrating the African American experience. We hope that this will be an opportunity to showcase great local talent and inspire young artists with beautiful imagery. But most importantly, we hope it helps foster conversation about culture and diversity. We began planning for the show in early December and posted the call to artists at the beginning of the new year. By the end, we had received close to 100 submissions. We were so inspired by all of the talent out there in the Bay Area. We wish we could have exhibited every piece of it, but we were limited to the wall space in the gallery. Eventually, we had to narrow down the exhibit to the work from the 30 local artists you see here tonight. We applaud the talent, all of you artists out there. Yay! Thank you all again for joining us here tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we're going to have one of our very own artists, Miss Rachel Clark.
Thank you. I am absolutely delighted to be a part of this because I will have to tell you, I was one of three people who had no idea who Vernon Davis was. But I have to tell you, life is truly amazing because as I got involved with it and I found out what the foundation stood for, it really spoke to me in a wonderful way. I'm one of those fortunate people who started doing my work as a child and had no idea that it would be art or that it would be considered art. I have spent the last 23 years mostly teaching and traveling and from different parts of the country and working to inspire other people to do and tell stories in fiber. That's what my thing is. I consider myself very much a folk artist, and so I do clothing that tells stories, and I use quilt making techniques to do that. So as I started on this journey of getting involved with these ladies and this gentleman, of course you have to do research to find out who you're actually working with. And I've been so impressed with what the foundation stands for and how important, and it's one of my passions because I'm an early childhood educator. And one of the things that I thought was so important is what art brings to kids' life. And to have someone who is famous, who I did not know, focus on children and art and how important, because I truly believe, and I believe this wholeheartedly, that you need to have different parts of your life that you feed. And one of the things that I think your life miss if you don't feed that creative part of you, because that's your place to go. And so I really do encourage young people to explore any kind of art. I mean, it doesn't have to be with needle and thread, although I'd like to have all of you take up quilt making, but I would just really like to encourage young people to do their craft. And then I will close by saying, today, I love the gods, how they operate. I happen to have been watching Game Changer today. I never watch daytime television, and there they featured Vernon Davis. And so Vernon Davis. I'm also into politics, though. So, but anyway, but they featured Vernon Davis, and it was great because there again, I went, oh gosh, I now know more about him, and so he has become a real person and not an icon. So thank you, and I'm very impressed with the number of people around here. So I also should tell you, this is the very first time that I don't sell my work, and so this was a real challenge to find something that I was willing to sell, because my work is very personal in that I tell stories about my own life. And the commission pieces that I do, I tell stories about whoever life that I'm doing. So anyway, it has been a pleasure. You guys have been a pleasure to work with and very patient with some people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much, Rachel, again. So I do want to point out Rachel's work in the back. And that piece is for sale as it is, but Rachel also does commission her jackets. Yes. And they are the personal story, the journey of your own personal experience. So talk to Rachel, Leah, myself, Sandy, if you're interested in that process. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So again, I just want to thank all of you for coming out. It's just so gratifying to see this outcome. We started 2 years ago, and to be honest, Vernon, myself, and his business team, we sat down in the office, and Vernon said, I want to start a foundation. We said, okay, we can do that. He said, I want it in Santana Row. I said, okay, we can do that. He said, and I want to sell affordable art in Santana Row. I said, good gracious. I said, but when you have a guy like that, you have to say yes and do what you can. And we just thank God that we're here today and we're still going strong. We're able to make a difference in people's lives. We're able to reach our youth and allow them to not only enjoy this art, but to come here in this gallery and explore and see an exhibit like this is going to teach them about culture, history. It's hard to get kids to pick up a book sometime, but they'll stare at a piece of art for hours if you let them. So we're truly making a difference. I thank you all for coming out and believing in our mission. Thank you so much. You guys enjoy yourselves.
Bay Tiger Video Productions.